You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
The dangerous heat continues this morning. So glad you're with us here. The time right now is 6 a.m. I'm Neda Iranpour.
And I'm Eric Connor. We have team coverage for you. CBS 8's Regina Yarita has more on the chance of rolling blackouts. CBS 8's Chris Groh has ways to stay safe in the heat.
But first, let's get you caught up on this forecast. Today is a weather impact alert day, and here's why. This giant ridge of high pressure, look at this, taking over multiple states, the entire western United States, affecting millions of people all under this ridge, and that's going to stick around through the weekend. So now, with the heat wave comes, as you'll see, temperatures that this hot at the coast, upper 80s to low 90s for many spots. 103 to 108, that's the range for inland communities. In the mountains, could be 101 to 105 for a lot of you, and then 116 in the deserts. Looking at other neighborhoods here, pick your neighborhood, what you're closest to. Escondido, 103, 102 for Poway today, 96 in Miramar, 99 La Mesa, 87 for downtown Chula Vista at 85 degrees. I want you to take a close look at what you're seeing right here. This can help you prepare. This is about 20 degrees above average for inland valleys, 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. We could break records today. We'll see this on repeat for tomorrow. So now with this heat wave comes concerns of rolling blackouts.
Right now, the power grid is holding up, but San Diegans should still be prepared for any unexpected outages. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live outside SDG&E headquarters with more on the outlook of the state's power grid and what we can do to try to conserve some energy here. Regina?
Yeah, that's right. And just a couple of years ago, California actually experienced a series of rolling blackouts that prompted to cut power to thousands of Californians. So since then, anytime there's a heat wave, that's always a concern. But we did talk to SDG&E, and they tell us that right now they're not forecasting any emergency outages at this time.
That includes making sure you know where your flashlight is, making sure your vehicle is charged or fueled up, and making sure you got enough food and water should there ever be a sustained outage that's unplanned.
And earlier this year, officials with the California Energy Commission announced that they were heading into the summer feeling more prepared and confident. They pointed out new resources added to the state's power grid over the past 4 years, totaling to 18.5 gigawatts. That includes battery storage and solar, as well as the state's hydropower plants. But despite improvements, officials still warn that unexpected events like wildfires impacting transmission lines could still possibly strain supplies. So SDG&E is once again reminding San Diegans that they should always remain prepared just in case. That includes making sure you know where your flashlight is, making sure your car is charged or fueled up, and making sure that you have enough food and water should there ever be a sustained outage that's unplanned. Now, back out here, that is really the important part, to always be prepared instead of underprepared during a heat wave like this. But this morning, the National Weather Service is urging you to be careful while outside in this dangerous heat. We actually have CBS 8's Chris Groh in Del Mar talking about heat-related illnesses. Chris?
And Regina, normally we would be out here speaking about the fact that people are going to come out to try to escape some of those hot temps, but it seemingly appears there will be no place to really get out of the heat and humidity that we're expecting, that Neda was talking about. And so you need to be prepared no matter where you are. So for those who are not able to get out of the elements today, we want to make you aware of what some of the symptoms of both heat exhaustion and heat stroke are. And we put together this graphic for you. So a lot of the symptoms of heat exhaustion include dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, and nausea. Now, here's the thing. Heat stroke can include some of those symptoms, but also confusion, as well as someone becoming unconscious, which, of course, would be a huge deal and something that you would need to address right away. Now, some of the other symptoms that you could have of heat stroke that may not be so obvious include the fact that that skin will become hot and dry instead of that, again, that sweat soaked skin. So again, the key here is to try to make sure that you recognize this earlier Either way, if you or someone else experiences this, you got to make sure that you get 911. Call it immediately. Get them to a cool place. Cool their skin with water. Don't immediately make them start chugging water. Only allow them to drink water if they are showing signs of heat exhaustion. If they're showing signs of heat stroke, just try to get that water on their skin. Now, as for what you can do throughout the day, you want to make sure that you're spending as much time as you can indoors with AC. If you don't have AC or if you have to be outside, wear loose-fitting, light-colored clothing. You can make sure that your skin is covered. Use those athletic light hoodies that have that SPF protection as well, too, because you still want to make sure that you're protecting yourself from the sun. You don't want to be kind of underexposed, or too exposed, if you will, not only to the heat, but also to the sun. And just try to make sure that you're staying hydrated. Avoid alcohol, avoid coffee, too much coffee early in the morning. Maybe today's the day where you cut back from 2-3 cups to just 1 as you get your day started. Eric and Netta.
Yes, caffeine is dehydrating. All right, Chris, thank you for that. And here's how you can keep your pets cool, protect them from heat stroke. They can get it too. According to the Best Friends Animal Society, heat stroke in pets can happen when their body temperature reaches 106 to 108 degrees. This can cause irreparable organ damage or worse. They suggest you keep your pets inside during the hottest times of the day and exercise them in the early morning hours. So right now they might be begging to go outside. This is a good time. Give your pets plenty of shade and fresh cold water, just like you like it. They do too. Keep in mind of where your pets step. If the ground is too hot for your hand, it's too hot for their paws. And never leave the pets or kids, of course, unattended in cars. Remember, the county has dozens of cool zone locations that offer free air conditioning. They include libraries and community centers. We have a full list of where you can go near you. Go to CBS8.com. Just click on the help button. And for the latest weather conditions and any alerts that we have while you're on the go, download the free CBS8 app from Google Play, or you'll find it on the Apple App Store.
We do want to get to some breaking news right now. A homicide investigation is underway in Fallbrook after a man was killed. It happened just before 8:30 last night in the 900 block of El Churras Road. The sheriff's department says deputies responded to reports of an assault with a deadly weapon. They found a man lying in the front of this home here. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Right now, they don't have any information about the suspect. You're asked to call Crime Stoppers if you know anything. Today, 2 men accused of attacking people with baseball bats in Oceanside will make their first court appearance. Police announced the arrests yesterday afternoon. Jorge Perez and Pablo Gonzalez were taken into custody and booked into the Vista detention facility. The attacks happened near the Oceanside Harbor last month. Police say gang detectives identified 5 suspects in these attacks. They are still searching for the other 3. And this morning, Camp Pendleton says Lance Corporal Bailey Cameron is no longer considered missing. Base officials say recent activities indicate he has been on the installation. However, they're still trying to locate and make contact with him. He was first reported missing on August 25th after leaving the Coyote Bar in Carlsbad. This morning, Senator Alex Padilla expected to announce the congressional efforts underway to fix the ongoing cross-border sewage crisis. He will be joined by Representatives Scott Peters and Juan Vargas. Last month, the International Boundary and Water Commission announced it awarded a contract for a project to expand the South Bay International Wastewater Treatment Plant. Meantime, Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre is renewing her calls to the governor and the president to declare an emergency.
We visited the White House twice. We've made the request twice. They hadn't told us until recently that they don't want to declare one because they don't believe that it rises to the level of an emergency, even though we're seeing that on the ground. And sadly, the folks who are making these decisions aren't the ones living in these communities.
Today's announcement is at 10 a.m. Get ready for a big warm up here today. Things are just going to keep getting hotter here as we get into even later into the weekend, right?
Yeah, into the weekend. So yeah. I know we're going to see temperatures drop by a couple of degrees this weekend, but then you'll feel humidity increasing. So we know how sticky it feels when it gets very humid out there. Right now, as you'll notice, clear skies, really not dealing with that marine layer, which unfortunately for us means that sun's going to be out pretty early here. In the next few minutes, it's going to be rising and it's going to heat things up quickly. Extreme heat for today and tomorrow. High pressure still stubborn under sunny skies today, tomorrow. Then monsoonal moisture arrives for the weekend. That's that humidity I was talking about. So here's the impact. 94 to 108 degrees. Those are your inland valley high temperatures. We see this range from many neighborhoods. I mean, we're talking from Poway, Escondido, all the way through El Cajon. Ramona could get all the way up to 108. And so the timing of when this will really start to impact you, right there in the middle of the day for several hours, 10 a.m., that heat will really build. It peaks around 1 p.m. through 4 p.m. High heat, hydrate, avoid outdoor activities. We've given you all these tips, but we can't say it enough. We want you to be safe and get through this. Heat advisory, as you'll notice, for the coastline, that's going to last until tomorrow night. Now, all this pink, the excessive heat warning, that's all the way through Saturday night. So the first half of your weekend will be hotter than the second half, but as I mentioned, that humidity going to add to the discomfort out there. As you'll notice, fire weather warnings, heat advisories, excessive heat warnings all throughout the western United States. Afternoon highs. I mean, look at these numbers. 87, that's for downtown San Diego, 85 Chula Vista. Let's take you up to Oceanside, 91, 102 for Fallbrook, 103 for Escondido, 102 for Poway, 108 for Ramona, 99 in Julian, 116 for Borrego Springs. So as you'll notice, a lot more numbers than you're used to seeing, well into the triple digits for many highly populated neighborhoods. Over the next 3 days, as you can see here, there's really not going to be much of a change. So at least 3 days of this uncomfortable weather out there. I mean, downtown could get all the way into the low 90s. El Cajon 103, staying that way through Saturday. Surf forecast 1 to 3 footers. If you want to get to the beach, find that relief. Just know that outside, as I showed you, upper 80s, low 90s. In the water, though, 72 degrees. So at least that will feel much better. If you can get out there, hey, good on you. Let's talk about your traffic now. As you're headed out there, do want to mention a few accidents. In fact, a few crashes here. The 78 and the 15, that's right there in Escondido. You'll notice the 15 going southbound, that is slow going. So that's slowing people down there. The right-hand shoulder is blocked on the 5 northbound. That's right at the 163. And then another one to let you know about in San Ysidro Boulevard, right near the 5. There's a crash right on that street as well. It does not look like it's slowing you down, though. But let's show you those border wait times. So at the San Ysidro Port of Entry, 80 minutes to get through. Otay Mesa's Port of Entry, a little bit longer, 90 minutes.